welcome to my channel, Clear Nala. My name is Kim. I can call by Kim, Kimberly. My real name is Kimberly, but you can call me Kimmy or Kim. I do have a cosmetic business where I sell body oils, lip oils, and my new creation water-based lip moisturizer. If you want to check it out, I do have an Etsy shop and I do sell for wholesale. So today's video, I have a unique question. Did you know that perms you've been using for years may do more than change your hairstyle? The shocking studies suggest that some of these chemicals I found in perms are linked to serious health risks, including skin cancer. In today's video, I'm going to dive into the scientists, the risks, and what you can do to protect yourself. By the end of this video, you will never look at perms again. So for today's video, this is the reason why I started this video. So, was it a couple of days ago, my mom watched the news. She went to my daughter and she was like, "Did you not know perms are causing skin cancer?" My daughter was telling me this story and said, "Yes, I've been knowing that for years." And when she was telling me, I was like, "Are you serious? Are you for real?" She's like, "Yeah, it's been known that perms are causing skin cancer." So, like I said, knowledge is power. When you communicate and talk to people, they can educate you so much. And I looked at my daughter and I was like, I didn't know that. Over the years, me personally, and this is my testimony, as a younger person, I always use, because I'm African American, I have to use relaxer because our hair is like coil or kinky curly, and we use straightener to straighten it. So as high school, as in my 20s, my 30s, I was perming my hair, or you call it relaxer for us African Americans. Not knowing the risks, I do know when you relax your hair on our scalps, I do have what they call, because I itch my scalp before I relax it, we have sores on it. So I do know I have a lot of those chemical burns, you can call those. Did not know over the years that me putting it on my scalp can cause my health risk danger. I didn't know that. So around 2018, I did stop using it. I went kind of natural. I didn't cut my hair off. I just stopped using it. At that time, I was using wigs, extensions, sew-ins, braids. I didn't use any chemicals. At that time, when I washed my hair, I didn't even put a hair dryer on it because I know the heat would damage my hair. So I used to dry my hair. I wash my hair, walk around the house, do chores, let it dry. So I never used any heat. So I did that 2018. Now I know when the pandemic happened in 2020, I know when things was just completely shut down, I do know a lot of African American women was going natural then. They couldn't afford to get their hair done. They couldn't upkeep it because, when the city shut down, it shut down everything, and they didn't know where they're going to work. Is they going to be able to work? They had to make ends meet. So a lot of them went natural at that time. And so I was like, when my daughter told me, I was like, I got to get more research in this and trying to figure out why is this even coming in the news now. And I was like so surprised. But I've always known that stuff that I've been using over the years, even I dyed my hair, I bleached my hair, I put highlights in my hair. I was like, it makes me want to wonder in more, like, okay, what are these chemicals that I'm putting in my skin? Is it healthy? I never thought it'll cause skin cancer, because I'm very naive to think nothing's going to happen to me. I am good health. Anything I try, use, it's not going to hurt. So she had me really boggled when she told me that. And I would never thought of that. because I always thought hair comes and goes. You know, over the years, as women, we change our hairstyle, our looks. I never ever questioned, oh my gosh, is this chemical that I put on my scalp is going to make me have cancer? No, I never thought of that. Hell, I didn't even think about, when I was young, when I was doing the buzz cuts and stuff, I was just doing trending things, not understanding this would affect me 10 years, 20 years down the line. Is this safe for me to do that? I was thinking of the now when I was doing all my hairstyles. I never thought, okay, doing this maybe 20, 30 years ago, girl, is that a right decision? Would that affect you? I don't even know nobody who does that. And if you do, let me know. Comment below. Do you know anybody? I think all of us, like I said, I'm not putting that out there, but me, we only do things as the now. What we can do now, how we can master this, how can we move forward. So I started to dive in the chemicals that's in these relaxers. And I was like, okay, I know for us as African American we use relaxer. I know the stuff is pretty potent because I've went on Amazon to look at home relaxers. There's some that's extra mild, medium, and super. And I was scratching my head. I was like, why do they have like 4 different styles of relaxers? It should be one relaxer. Now, I remember as a kid when I was going to the beauty shop, I do know, I think one of the, I don't know how many, hairstyles I went to. I remember one had a super relaxer. And I remember me scratching my head because I had skin irritation because I kept scratching. And sometimes if you go to different beauticians, they may put a base on your scalp before they put that chemical. I had a couple of them that didn't do that, and I did remember I had skin irritation because usually if you scratch your scalp before you have that kind of chemical in your hair within that 24-hour range, you're not supposed to get it because it can break you out. It causes, because you already have skin irritation and you're putting something that's going to burn your skin to irritate it more, and you will get a sore behind it. So at that time, I think they were just looking at the money or sale. That's all. They wasn't thinking of the customer. So she did it, and I'll never forget. It was a super perm, and it scarred my scalp completely bad. I had a really bad chemical burn. Not know that chemical burns like that can have a 1st degree, a 2nd degree, and a 3rd degree on your scalp. That's something I didn't know. And I researched this for this today's video because I was like, I remember having chemical burns. I remember scratching my chemical burns and it looks like a scab. Did not know you can get a 3rd degree chemical burn in your scalp. But she used a super perm. And I'm thinking, well, I know I itched my scalp. And she knew that. She was like, okay, I know you scratched your scalp. She was, like I said, she was looking for a sale, and I paid the price. And I think I was a teenager in my early 20s at that time, so it was not a good thing for me. And I always remember, well, damn, why did it burn so bad? And I was like, well, why would they not understand? Because they made that sale, but I had to treat my hair. It took me 2 weeks to treat my hair just after that chemical burn. And I will never forget that I was so crying for a week. Because anything I try to scratch my skin, because sometimes you have like itchy, and I itch my scalp, and I remember I had a relaxer. I was scratching it and I made it even worse. And I was like, I know I got a chemical burn. Oh my God, why would I keep scratching? And then when I washed my hair to get some of the relief, I had to have a scalp treatment because my scalp was damaged due to the relaxer of the chemicals that's in there. So I was like, you know what? This ain't even worth it. And I think I did it in my 30s. I think I stopped using relaxer probably in my late 30s, early 40s because of I scratched my scalp. And it has a warning label. You're not supposed to use a relaxer within that 24-hour range when you have a skin irritation. I know Us women, we pay the price to try to look cute. And it pays the price. I kid you not. I have a daughter now, and she does her hair. She goes to the beautician, and I know she has that cane hair, but her hair is thicker than mine. When I was younger, I had thin hair, or you call it good fine hair. My daughter has thick hair, and I know one time she used a perm, and she came with chemical burns on her scalp, and I was telling her, I do know that too. I know the feeling. It is the nastiest feeling. It's the ickiest feeling. Nobody wants a chemical burn on their scalp. And I do remember I told her, I was like, you know what? There's nothing you can do. Only thing I did was, after the relaxer kind of subsided a little bit, a week later, I washed her hair. I was using chemicals. I was researching stuff. And this is crazy. I had to research stuff. And I had to research stuff on the internet to what was good to put on her scalp because she had a chemical burn. And like I said, I wasn't no expert. I didn't know if it was a second degree or third degree because I know it did gave a scalp. And I had to research stuff to wash her hair just to subside because the water, like the shampoo and conditioner, it may have some kind of chemicals that's in there. Will probably irritated her scalp more, and I didn't want to keep damaging something that she already had. And I told her, I said, I know your scalp is damaged. It has to be damaged. So I had to research stuff to use, like something natural or organic. That was one reason why I started a business to do all natural or organic lip treatment products or lip care products. Is because it's simple of fact, the harsh chemicals that we're buying in the store and we're taking it home, stuff that we don't even, and I tell you, I'm bad of not looking at the ingredients to see if this is going to be kill me today, kill me tomorrow, kill me 10 years ago. I don't know that. I was just want the style. I didn't care the price I could pay. I was paying a price for looking pretty. That is basis of us women. We pay the price to look pretty. So, like I said, I had to research. I made my own kind of scalp treatment for my daughter. And every time she gets a relaxer, a week later, I use that treatment to get her scalp back healthy. And then to the next time she gets a relaxer. And so when she was telling me, well, my mom was telling her, and my mom was like, well, maybe you want to go natural. And my daughter's like, I don't know yet. I may, but I'm not 100% sure. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me do a video on this because as us women, I mean, I'm not going to lie. We supposed to look this glamorous, gorgeous woman. And I will tell you, when I was back in the day, like I said, I had 3 kids and I was working 2 jobs. I'm not gonna lie. When I had time to go get my hair done, I didn't think about the pain that I went through to get this pretty. I was looking at, gotta get my hair done, gotta get the nails done, I gotta look like this image in the public eye, not knowing that it can affect me down the line. I do know, like I said, in 2018, I stopped using hair relaxer or going to the beautician. I just washed my own hair. I knew how to make organic stuff on my hair and scalp, so I was using that. Sometimes I get real lazy and buy like a leave-in conditioner on my hair, not knowing if that will cause an effect to my hair. I was just looking for something that was easy to do and just maintain and go. So I did was like, okay, let me see if I can find some articles online about this. And this is really crazy because I do have an article and I did find it, and this was the article of the National Institution of Health. I will link this article on the description. And it's like this. I'm trying to make sure you can see it. I'm sorry if it's a little blurry. But it says hair straightener chemicals associated with high urethra cancer risk. And they said that the National Institution of Health studies found African American women may be more affected due to the high usage. In the article, it says women who use chemicals, hair straighteners, products were at higher risk of urethral cancer compared to women who do not report using those products. It said, according to the new study from the National Institution of Health, the research found no association with urethral cancer for other hair products that women reported using included hair dyes, bleach, highlights, or perms. Now, when I read that paragraph, I was thinking to myself, okay, as us African American women, we have this certain chemicals. So, like I said, I did went on like Amazon and Googled some relaxers, and I did look at the ingredients, and I put it together, the ingredients that I Googled, and they were saying that this certain ones, like I said, I will put it on the bottom, that they're saying if you have this kind of chemicals, it can have you a high risk of cancer, which I thought that was bananas. And I was like, well, what's the difference in hair dyes and highlights? Because I would say it wouldn't matter because it's not going on your scalp. That's going on your hair. And I do know our hair sheds, and like I said, us women, we end up cutting our hair, especially if we have long hair and we grow it for 10 years, we cut it to get it short styles. So maybe that may be a factor why it's not in like any hair dyes or highlights. Because like I said, I would assume that any chemicals that is potent, because those stuff is pretty potent, would do something to your scalp. And I'm thinking about it, and I was like, maybe it doesn't. I know Caucasian women do have home perms where they use the rods to roll their hairs to put the perms. I would think that will be something into with the African American women that using straightener to straighten their hair, because we have that kinky curly kind of natural kind of hair. I would think that will be in that family as well as straighteners. But then, like I said, I'm not 100% sure of those kind of perms, but I know those are just as worse as ours. And I would assume, because I do remember when I was going to cosmetic school, and I know we had to teach all kind of hairstyles, all kind of perms, chemicals, bleaches, and dyes. I do remember a lot of those coming in, and I used to be like, oh my god, that is the strongest smell I ever smelled in my life. And I was like, it gotta irritate your scalp, because I've noticed when that chemical hits those curls, you roll your hair, especially when they want the curls, you would think that it will go on your scalp because you're squirting a ball on your hair, I guess you could say. So I was like, maybe that would, but like I said, I didn't research those, because when the article was targeting most of those African American women, I was like, okay, let me really look into this and deeper, because I did not, like I said, knowledge is power, and the key in this information is you never know when you talk to people what you get. And then my mom said it was on the news, so I was like trying to figure out what news did you watch. Did she watch the local news or the world news that said that? Because like I said, anything nowadays can cause cancer, in my opinion. So the rest of the article said that study data included 3,000. Nope, I'm sorry. The study data include 33,497 U.S. women ages 35 to 74 participated in a sister study. And it's a study led by the National Institute of Environment and Health Science, part of the NIH, that seeks the identity risk factors for breast cancer and other health conditions. And then it says that the women that were followed for mostly 11 years, so they did an 11-year study, and during the time 378 urethral cancer cause was diagnosed. So for those women, they had to have used those straighteners or perms, because if they did that kind of study for 11 years, and gosh, I know I was straightening my hair more than 11 years. Pretty eerie, huh? Well, dang. I know for me, that is mind-boggling right now. It's like, really? Okay. So, for those of you, that's how many had urethral cancer. And then it says that the research found that women who reported frequent use of hair straightening products identify as more than 4 times in the previous year were more than twice as likely to go on develop urethral cancer compared to those who did not use the products. Ouch. Really interesting. Didn't know that. It makes me wonder because I know when I get my pap smear every year and I get checked like that, doing the yearly checkup, I don't think they ever went deep and dived to see if that got cancer. I always had my pap smears coming out clean. I had no issues. When I do my breast exam, it always came out fine. So, makes me wonder now. This is very alarming, this article. Like I said, I'll link it below. And then the article said that they had estimated that 1.64% of women who never use hair straightener will go to develop urethral cancer by the age of 70. But for frequent users, that is, the risk goes up 4.5%, says Alexander White. This is a doctor, ahead of the HIEHS Environment and Cancer Group, and the lead author of a new studies. Reading on, they're saying that the urethral cancer counts for about 3% of all new cancer caused, but the most common cancer of women is reproductive system. That's why I said the pap smear. And said with 65,950 estimated new case in 2022. And it says that studies show that the rates of urethral cancer has been rising in the United States, particularly among African American women. That is very alarming for me. And they say approximately 60% of the participation who reported using straighteners in the previous year were self-identified as African American women, according to the study published in the Journal of National Cancer Institute. Although the studies did not find that the relationship between straighteners used and urethral cancer was different by race, diverse health effects may be greater for African American women due to the higher percentage of uses. And like I said, us African American we use those straighteners to straighten our hair because we have kinky curly hair, and that's our natural curly hair, and some of us just want straight. So yeah, we do use relaxer a lot. And it's so strange because I know my daughter was telling me this one beautician she don't go to anymore. It was like she was having a perm twice a month. And I remember when I was getting, I say relaxer. When I was getting relaxer, I was thinking to myself, I never had it twice in 1 month. I always had it once a month or 4 to 6 weeks because it's a touch-up that you get. So once you do the full, if you got the virgin hair, I call it virgin hair when you have it all, then after that you get retouches. So retouches are where your roots are getting kind of like kinky curly, and you want to straighten the roots. Like this is like straighten right here. That's what we do when we straighten our roots. So it was kind of alarming. Like, why would she go to get it twice a month? And I was like, I remember I was doing it once a month when I was going to get my hair done. But like I said, decades and trends change. So I didn't know. So it's whatever. And then it said because African American use hair straightener or relaxer products more frequently and tend to initiate using at an early age than other races and ethnics. That is true because I think when I was getting my hair straightened, because like I said, but when I was a kid, my mama used a straighten comb. She never used chemicals on my hair. I think when I got into maybe middle school to junior high school, that's when I had my hair straightened. Before then, I was using just, like I said, my mom used a hot comb to sand it and stuff. So I didn't have, you could say it's a young age, but I wasn't introduced to it like that. Like I said, this is just what the article was stating. This article came out in 2002. So that's the article I was reading, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is crazy. And like I said, I will link that description below. Um, that's what I was trying to tell somebody. Me personally, and this is my opinion, it's nothing wrong with me thinking it. Me personally, I think that as us African American women, we go through a lot to look pretty. I know Caucasian women has the same. Like I said, it's nothing different. It's just to me, I am so, and when I say so, taken back of how this study came out, I was like, oh my God. You know, especially with the pandemic happened, it made me conscious of where sometimes starting a small business who does organic and natural products, you will shine more and more every year. Because us as consumers, we're looking for something like that. And we need something like that. Because nowadays, the chemicals that we go and buy in the store are not good for us. So any of y'all who wants to start a business, if you do organic, like hair treatments or lip care products, skin products, like I said, you're going to shine year after year. Because us as consumer, yeah, we're going to pay a lot of money for your products, but we know they're safe for us and it won't kill us or harm us. So any of y'all who are looking to start a business, this is the time, is it? Because I know in another year, something else going to come up and say, hey, this is going to be affecting our health. It's in our bloodstream. It can be dangerous to us. That's why I was telling in all of my videos. When you make products, make sure you research what you're searching, especially if people are allergic. And also, if it's going to give side effects. That's why when you launch a product, you have to do a testing. Test it on yourself, test it on friends and family, go on social media and do a shout like, hey, do anybody want to be in my testing group? I made a product. I need your feedback. Because you don't want to give something out there that's going to harm us people. That's why I said knowledge is power. Educate yourself, especially when you do products and put it out there. Make sure it's the best that you put out there. Because I promise you this, you're going to reward yourself with this. And this is so mind-boggling because, like I said, it's so much going on in the world. And I've noticed lately, especially with people I've talked to, like I said, I'm in customer service. I talk to people who's like older than me. They have like nephews, cousins, maybe daughters dying before the parents are since the pandemic has happened. Have you noticed that? I had talked to this young lady. Her daughter died. Her daughter was in her early 30s, I would say. Because she was not in... Nope, I say early 40s. My bad. Because she wasn't in her 30s anymore. So early 40s. She died. And she had to bury her daughter. Said her daughter had cancer. But she didn't go into details because I kind of don't want to, it's a sensitive subject. And she was just telling me. I said, well, she said she wasn't feeling too good for a while. And didn't go into detail what kind of cancer she had. It killed her in the end. And I was like, oh, wow. That is interesting. And I was like, so, what do you think that's going to happen to me? Because I'm getting younger in my age. And I'm not, I want to say younger, but I'm getting older. And it is getting very scary because nowadays everything that I've been using, especially as us that we're out there years ago, is saying, okay, this might cause cancer. Oh, this is a health risk to you. Oh, you need to stop doing this. Oh, you need to stop doing that. Oh, you need it. Ugh, it's driving me crazy. And now to know what I know now, it's more scary. I'm like so taken back. And it's crazy because now I'm looking at things that like fast food, and I hate to say this, and I know we on a hustle and bustle of every day, and fast food is convenient for us to eat. who to say the fast food we're eating is pumped with chemicals that's in our bloodstream and can cause all kind of disease in our bodies and can be a high health risk as well. So, and then there's like organic. Only thing I can tell you when you get vegetables, fruits and vegetables that's organic is if you grow it. Because you get it in the stores now, depends on where they're growing that product, your fruits and vegetables, they may use pesticide. And I know that's bad for us too. If you grow your own fruits and vegetables and you don't use the harsh chemicals and stuff like that, and you do all a natural, then you got organic fruits and vegetables. You will live longer because you know how you're raising your fruits and vegetables. Especially if you do chickens, you know how to raise your chickens. So I just want to give you a little feedback on, like I said, this product of cancer is such a health risk. This is a wake up call. If this video actually helped you and give you some information that you did not know, like I said, share it with your friends and family. Share this video. And also, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, and that lets me know you like these kind of contents, and I will keep pumping them for you all the time. And I did a subliminal of my little cup. It's like a Marilyn Monroe kind of cup. I love it. I started subliminal cups. I'm trying to get better at these. Maybe I'll market them. So if you like my video, go ahead and share it. And if you got any comments, please comment below. And also, if you know somebody that's dying or have any health issues with any products we talked about, chemicals for your hair, what you eat, or whatever it is, comment below, because I want to know how many more people that you came with, like a day-to-day, and how it affect you. Because like I said, me personally, when I talk to a lot of people, and I know they died at a young age, especially for parents burying their child, it's hard to me, and I'm like, oh my God, I would never want to feel that way. I wouldn't want nobody to be like that. So if you have any experience, go ahead, and I would definitely see y'all in the next video.